Breaking news alert, act now before the story disappears from everywhere. What happened behind the closed doors of one of the most talked about Kdrama productions has now spiraled into a wave of shock, confusion, and nonstop online debate, and insiders claim this moment may have permanently changed the future of the entire project. If you are watching this story unfold right now, stay until the end, because what is being revealed goes far beyond a simple production delay and points to a chain of events that allegedly pushed Zhao Lusi to the edge of exhaustion and straight into urgent medical attention, while co-star Zhang Linghe reportedly stepped away from filming at a critical moment that the production could not recover from. The atmosphere on set was already described by multiple anonymous crew accounts as tense and unstable in the days leading up to the incident. What looked like a polished, high-budget drama on screen was allegedly breaking apart behind the scenes with long hours, delayed schedules, and repeated scene breakdowns that forced the cast to reshoot emotionally demanding sequences over and over again without proper recovery time. According to circulating production whispers, Zhao Lusi had been carrying a heavy workload that intensified after key filming adjustments were made last minute. Scenes originally planned for multiple days were reportedly compressed into tight overnight schedules, and emotional arcs that required full physical and mental immersion were filmed back-to-back, with minimal rest. Crew members allegedly noticed early signs of exhaustion. Pauses became longer between takes. Her energy reportedly dropped after each intense scene. But production continued pushing forward due to strict deadlines and mounting financial pressure. Then came the turning point that changed everything. Reports suggest that Zhang Linghe unexpectedly refused to continue filming certain critical scenes during a scheduled shoot day. The reasons circulating remain unclear, with conflicting accounts ranging from script concerns to creative disagreements and burnout within the cast itself. However, what followed this decision allegedly created a ripple effect that the production was not prepared to handle. Without one of the main leads available for key scenes, the filming structure reportedly collapsed into uncertainty. Rewrites were rushed into place. Schedules were rearranged on the spot. And Zhao Lusi was left to continue filming emotionally intense material without the balance of properly coordinated co-star interactions that the script depended on. Insiders claim this imbalance pushed her workload beyond safe limits. The set reportedly entered a state of controlled chaos. Assistants moving between departments trying to salvage the day. Directors attempting to reblock scenes under pressure. And emotional continuity being sacrificed just to keep production from halting completely. As the hours stretched on, exhaustion reportedly became unavoidable. Witnesses described Zhao Lusi continuing to film even as signs of physical strain became more visible. Her movements slowed. Her voice reportedly weakened between takes. And moments of silence between direction calls became longer and heavier. Eventually, the situation reached a breaking point. She was reportedly assisted off-set after showing severe signs of exhaustion and immediately transported for medical evaluation, where doctors advised urgent rest and full recovery away from any work environment. The production was halted shortly after. The news spread rapidly across fan communities, triggering shock, disbelief, and concern as audiences struggled to understand how such a high-profile project could reach a collapse point so suddenly. Speculation grew even faster when details about Zhang Linghe stepping away from filming resurfaced online, creating two parallel narratives that continue to divide public opinion. Some argue the production system itself is responsible for pushing talent beyond limits. Others believe internal disagreements and scheduling pressure created an unavoidable breakdown in communication that spiraled out of control. But regardless of perspective, one fact remains at the center of the storm. A major production was disrupted at its core, and a leading actress was hospitalized for exhaustion during the chaos. Now the future of the project remains uncertain. Reorganization discussions are reportedly underway. Filming schedules are being reevaluated, and the cast is said to be under review before any possible continuation can safely resume. Fans are now demanding answers and accountability, while others are urging calm and respect for the privacy and recovery of those involved. And as this situation continues to unfold, one question dominates every conversation online. Was this simply an unfortunate production breakdown, or the result of deeper unresolved tension that finally reached its breaking point at the worst possible moment? Stay alert because new developments are expected soon and this story is far from over. The news of Zhao Lusi's hospitalization had barely settled when the situation behind the scenes took another unexpected turn that no one on the outside saw coming. What began as a production collapse was now transforming into something far more serious, a complete reset of the entire project. Inside the production circle, silence replaced chaos. No official statements, no updates, no cast appearances, just unanswered questions. And at the center of it all remained Zhao Lusi, recovering away from the spotlight after what insiders described as a full physical and emotional shutdown caused by extreme exhaustion during filming. Meanwhile, attention quickly shifted toward Zhang Linghe, whose earlier decision to step away from filming critical scenes had now become the most discussed moment in the entire incident. But what no one expected was what came next: the message that leaked. Days after the shutdown, a private internal production message reportedly surfaced online. It was short, but it changed the entire narrative. It revealed that the filming schedule had been aggressively compressed in the final production phase due to budget overruns and external deadline pressure. Scenes that required emotional depth and recovery time were reportedly stacked back to back, without proper rest planning. One line in the leak stood out: both leads are being pushed beyond safe filming capacity. This is no longer sustainable. That single line shifted public perception completely. What had been seen as a conflict between actors was now being viewed as a system failure. Zhang Linghe breaks silence. Shortly after the leak spread, Zhang Linghe allegedly addressed the situation indirectly during a closed industry event. He did not mention names, but his words were clear. He spoke about creative exhaustion and the unseen pressure actors face when production speed is valued above human limits. He also emphasized something that struck fans deeply: no scene is worth someone collapsing for it. That statement ignited massive online discussion, with many reinterpreting his earlier refusal to film certain scenes not as conflict, but as concern over unsafe working conditions. Zhao Lusi's condition update. As speculation grew, a limited update about Zhao Lusi's condition was quietly shared through her management team. She was reported to be stable, recovering, and advised to take an extended break from all filming activities. However, what caught attention was a small detail included in the update. She is currently reflecting and prioritizing long-term health over immediate projects. That single sentence confirmed what many feared: she would not be returning to the set anytime soon. The production, already unstable, officially went into indefinite suspension. The set that never recovered. Behind closed doors, restructuring attempts were reportedly made. Script revisions were proposed. Casting adjustments were discussed. Even full reboot options were considered. But nothing worked. The momentum was gone. Crew members moved on to other projects. Filming locations were released. And the once highly anticipated drama quietly faded into uncertainty. The truth that emerged. As weeks passed, a clearer picture finally formed. This was not a single moment of conflict. Not a single refusal. Not a single collapse. It was a chain reaction. Compressed schedules. Emotional overload. Production pressure. Communication breakdowns. And a system that pushed forward even when warning signs were already visible. In the end, everyone involved became part of a situation that had grown beyond control. Final outcome. The project was officially placed on hold with no confirmed restart date. Zhao Lusi continued her recovery away from public attention. Zhang Linghe moved on to new commitments under lighter production schedules. And the drama that once promised to be one of the biggest releases of the year became a cautionary story within the industry. Final scene. Months later, an anonymous crew member shared one final reflection. It was never about one decision. It was about everything happening at once and no one being able to stop it in time. And with that, the story quietly came to an end. Not with a scandal, not with a confrontation, but with a reminder that behind every screen performance, there are real limits that even the brightest productions cannot ignore forever.